All right, shalom, shalom, Akim. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Coming with another lesson through the Spirit, and Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. All right. So it's going to be another episode of Measuring the Times, you know what I'm saying? And because there's just so much that's going on in the world, man. So much that you can't even keep up with. You know what I'm saying? So you got to try and compile so many things in one lesson because it's damn near impossible to keep track. But I'm gonna get this started in the book of Second Esdras, chapter 9. All right, verse 1. And I'm gonna read these precepts. I'm gonna see where I go from here. All right. So Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 1, it says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. All right. And so we're standing on the edge of total collapse. All right. Total and utter collapse, where this supply chain is about to completely dissolve into nothing. You know what I'm saying? As I brought out in previous lessons, the servicemen, all right, the soldiers that's sent over there to fight, all right, in this war, they're now having to ration their meals. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the pictures where there's barely anything on the tray. Some small little piece of meat and some rice or some tortillas. You know what I'm saying? Barely anything that can sustain you. You know? And it's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time before it hits America. All right? Because we're already seeing places in Europe, you know what I'm saying, in Eurasia, who's going on and talking about rationing things and starting to do remote work. You know what I'm saying? Stay at home, don't go out, don't do a lot of traveling, so on and so forth. All right, energy lockdowns as they're calling it. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time, man. It's about to get real bad. You know, it's about to get real bad. But we, the hopeful elect, we don't have to worry about this. We don't have to worry. Keep your trust and keep your faith in the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Do not falter. All right. Do not turn aside to put your trust in this devil's system, because it's failing. All right. It's falling apart, man. So I'm gonna start this off by showing a quick video. All right. before I do so, I wanted to declare copyright. All right, the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Okay, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 states that allowance is made for fair use. All right, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All right. So let's check out this video real quick. Bear with me.
Nah, this needs to be breaking news. They can remotely control your cells with 5G and mRNA jabs. Rockefeller U.S. patent confirms it. Bro, they patent the technology inside of your blood. How the fuck? They are literally admitting that the fuck, yo, I can't even speak. The vaccine has technology in it.
All right, so I'm a I'm gonna have to try and curb what this guy's saying. All right, pretty much, I'm gonna let you read it. All right. Okay.
They are literally admitting that.
Yep. All right, so there is technology, all right, technology within this within the puncture, all right, that they had people take in the year 2020, you know what I'm saying, 2019, 2020, all right. Um there's particular technology, all right, within that, uh which we the prophets have warned you about. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, remember, all right, remember who warned you about this, okay, and who didn't. Remember that ISUPK, all right, their leader, General Yahana from ISUPK, he told you, he said you would be dumb not to take this, okay. Uh, Captain Tazariak, he said, I'm taking this so that you don't have to be afraid to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no cowards around here. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened. All right. Then you got IUIC. All right, where Bishop Nathaniel, he told this congregation, you know what I'm saying, you can take it. Now, of course, later on he came back and he said he was wrong for suggesting that. But at the end of the day, all right, when it mattered the most, all right, you saw who was really leading the sheep and who wasn't. You see what I'm saying? You saw that. All right. Meanwhile, the men of the Lord, okay, the true prophets, were giving the sheep the correct advice and warning you against these things. All right, telling you that you shouldn't be doing this. Okay, that you shouldn't trust this devil, man. They got rid of all of our channels. You know what I'm saying? Our channels left and right, man. Like we was losing channels like crazy. You know, I think I myself I lost like 3 channels. I mean, the apostles, man, the elders, you know what I'm saying, the bishops, they was losing channels. I mean, like a dozen channels. You know what I'm saying? It was that crazy. All right. But we kept coming back because we had to warn the sheep. You see what I'm saying? This is not monetary gain on our part. You know what I'm saying? We don't get anything out of this monetarily. You see what I'm saying? We don't make money from all these things. Like if our channels were monetized, then we would have curbed the things that we said. You see what I'm saying? But it's not about money to us. This is about the lives of the sheep. This is about souls. You see? And we know that these devils cannot be trusted. All right? And we showed you videos after videos. We showed you all the proof, all the arguments that was made by those who were experts in the field. You see what I'm saying? We made connections, things of that nature. And yeah, and they took our channels down for that. You know what I'm saying? But remember who warned you and who didn't. All right, because what they finna do in the near future, I'm gonna just let this play. Fuck it. All right, but what they finna do, man? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on the scale that no one's ever seen before. Because like we kept saying to y'all, you know what I'm saying, that what they got cooked up inside those inside that juice, what they got cooked up in there, it's not activated yet. It hasn't been activated yet. You know what I'm saying? But when they do activate that thing, you know what I'm saying? If you've seen the movie Cell, if you've seen the show Kingsman, you know what I'm saying? Samuel Jackson played in both of those instances. Okay, these particular frequencies had changed the people. Okay, it changed them. All right, and they were acting in sporadic ways. You know, another movie. Let's see, another movie to recount is, was it the movie The Crazies? Yeah, the movie The Crazies, man. Okay, so
Admitting yo, I can't even speak. The vaccine has technology in it, and they patent it like it exists. They can control you through 5G towers, people. This is the actual patent. The present invention provides methods and compositions for the remote control of cell function based on the use of radio frequency waves to excite nanoparticles targeted to the specific cell types. The nanoparticles may be applied to the target cell extracellularly and or expressed intercellularly. What? Bro.
right, right. So uh, one of these nanoparticles was called luciferase. All right, and but these things was happening, and the people were getting all kinds of clots. You know what I'm saying? They were going out, they were dropping left and right. You know what I'm saying? Um, there was a documentary that came out, that came out called "Died Suddenly." All right. Now, I believe if you look on, I don't know, the different alternatives sites like maybe Rumble or Odyssey, you know what I'm saying, you may be able to find that video, you know what I'm saying? And it's very informative and it's very insightful. All right, let you know just how crazy, you know what I'm saying, that shit was that they pumped inside of people, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you took that junk, you know what I'm saying, pray to the Lord, pray to the Lord, get detox and all that stuff, man. This is not medical information. All right, do it with it what you will, but this is real. All right, this is real. You can see this. All right, if you can see this, man, take a slocky real quick. Take a screenshot of that. All right. The present invention provides methods and compositions for the remote control of cell functions. All right. Hey, do your due diligence, man. Do your due diligence. As you can see up top, all right, U.S. patent documents. This is an actual document. All right, an actual patent from the Rockefeller University. Okay. So, hey, man, we're about to see these things taking place. Now this whole talk of zombies and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the CDC is actively preparing for it. You know what I'm saying? You got if you can recall, what was it? I think it was in the year 2020 or 2021, um, where Jeff Bezos of Amazon, all right, had updated the policy in Amazon where they covered symptoms of zombie like behavior. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this thing's about to get it's about to get busy. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get busy. There's so much going on. Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 8, it says, "Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hands of the slayer, man. All right, it's about to be on and popping very soon, man. All right, let me show you something else that's going on, real quick. Bear with me. All right, this is from End Time Headlines. All right, .org. It says trove of leaked documents prove U.S. lab where missing scientists worked was studying UFOs. All right. So when you see all these people dropping like flies, you know what I'm saying? You see these scientists, these ufologists, you know what I'm saying? And they're all dropping left and right, man. Hey, clearly something is about to go down. They're about to pull. They're about to pull the big one. You know what I'm saying? And we have been telling you about this for many years now. You know what I'm saying? For those who know about Project Bluebeam, you know what I'm saying? All right. This has been something in the works for a long time. Okay, and they've been waiting for the right time to get this thing going, man. We've been seeing all this activity of asteroids, and you know what I'm saying. Just to give a quick testimony. A couple weeks ago, I was with my brother, and he called me out of my house. He called me to come out of my house and look at the skies. And what we saw was a whole mess of drones, a whole bunch of drones that was flying overhead. All right, and we know that they were drones because there's no planes that can fly that close. All right, that close to the ground and not make any noise. Okay, so these drones was just going all over the place. All right, I counted. I think it was about 10 of them. All right, so it was about 10 of them. They was all just going around in some sort of a patrolling type of pattern. You know what I'm saying? And then what we saw soon after that was a bunch of orbs, which we perceived to be chariots. You know what I'm saying? Chariots that was just that seemed to come out of this one location. You know what I'm saying? Like almost out of a wormhole or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they just kept appearing. They just kept appearing there, and we just we couldn't even count them all. It was they just kept coming and coming and coming. And it was all flying. You know what I'm saying? Some was flying towards the east. All right. Others was flying uh, 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 towards the north. You know what I'm saying? And they was all over the place, and we speculated that may have been the reason why all of those drones was in the area. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I didn't speak on it at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to have footage to go with that, but I couldn't get any footage. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so dark, and there was light that was in the way of getting a good shot. So in any case, That's just what I what I wanted to disclose, if you will. All right, so it says, according to a report from the New York Post, a cache of leaked documents from the deceased cybersecurity chief of Los Alamos National Laboratory suggests the U.S. government ran secret UFO investigations for decades at a stored New Mexico facility, where two scientists have recently vanished without a trace. Investigative reporter Jimmy Corbell makes the explosive claims in his upcoming documentary Sleeping Dog, set for release on May the 17th. Corbell says he obtained the materials from the son of the late lab security chief after the man's death. All right. So yeah, man, all of this excuse me. All of this has all of this is connected. You know what I'm saying? When you see these things that's going on in the Middle East, so-called Middle East, when you see these things going on, all right, uh with SpaceX and all that stuff, man, these devils are preparing for something major. All right, something major, and it has a lot to do with cutting off the supply. All right, it has a lot to do with making sure that nobody has a safety net. All right, when they bring about this great deception, you see what I'm saying? Hey, they're gonna scare people into accepting this new world. They're gonna scare the people to such a point where they're not gonna have the ability to think straight. Okay, and at the same time, there's not gonna be anything. There's not gonna be anything that they can lean on agriculturally, what have you. You know what I'm saying? All right. So imagine a scenario. Imagine a scenario where if there's a fake alien invasion, all right, and then people start turning uh into mindless people, all right, that just attack unprovoked. You know what I'm saying? Imagine things like that, all right, and the people no longer have any sense of reason because they don't have any answers, and the ones that could possibly bring in give any answers, well, they're being unalived. You know what I'm saying? They're being unalived right now. So it's a very interesting thing to see. All right, it's interesting to see how everything's playing out. You know what I'm saying? So another article, real quick. Bear with me. All right, from the same website, it says 15 agricultural spy drones was stolen from New Jersey facility uh, that could be used for chemical or biological attacks. All right, and remember, um, you can't just up and stroll into any facilities, any military base, you know what I'm saying, and just gather a bunch of drones. All right. For those of you who don't remember the video that I brought out a couple weeks back. All right. Let me go back to that video. Bear with me.
Hey, coming from an Army vet, you can't just walk into a military base and steal drones and drive out of the. Quick question for everybody who was in the military: what gate did they come out of with that with the drones? Because you can't go over the wall with it. So how did those drones come up missing? Honestly, asking as a logistics specialist who used to do inventory for all of our shit, how is it not paperwork? How is it not people working overnight, not going home or sleeping to find it? No way. We lost a drill bit and we had to do hands across base for like 2 weeks straight. You are not going to tell me that y'all just missed a drone, a few of them, Oh my God, the FBI reports that some drones just came out. So you mean to tell me the MPs, the gate guards, they would just sleep? Stop playing with us. See, y'all pissing me off.
Get ready for it. U.S. government's about to hit some cities, and then they're gonna blame it on another country as justification for more war. How do I know this? Because you know how fucking hard it is to get a drone off base? It's practically damn near impossible, unless you are the actual operator for that drone. And you're telling me 4 ended up missing. Nah. It's coming.
All right. So as you heard from 2 former military personnel, all right, they through their own experiences, all right, have let it be known that there's practically no possible way for you to get a drone off of base, off of any military faction, all right, or function. None. All right, let alone take 4 of them off of base and just ride off. What they said in the news, that the guys just drove off in a getaway car or a getaway truck. All right, how absurd. You see what I'm saying? So you take that into account, and then you look at this article. 15 agricultural spray drones was stolen from a New Jersey facility, which have the capability of being used for chemical or biological attacks. While they say that, oh, there was this Chinese individual, there's this Chinese person who had a lab in his basement or in his garage. Now, how did they find out that he had a lab in his garage that was making all these biological chemicals? Well, a neighbor saw him in his garage. It's so retarded, man. It's so retarded. What happened to the person? Did they disclose his information? No, they didn't disclose anything about the guy. You see what I'm saying? Because this is a psyop. All right? Remember, revelation of the method. All right? Revelation of the method. They have to tell you what they're about to do before they do it. You see what I'm saying? It says, according to a report from the Daily Mail, authorities are probing the sophisticated theft of 15 powerful agricultural spray drones from a New Jersey facility last month, with the FBI expressing significant concern over the potential for misuse. The incident, which occurred in March, this happened in March, and we're just now hearing about it in April. You see what I'm saying? The incident, which occurred in March, has raised alarms among counterterrorism experts. Well, guess what? The second in command in terms of counterterrorism, he just resigned. This is some funny shit, man. This is some crazy shit. It says these industrial grade drones are designed for precision application of liquids over large areas using pre-programmed GPS routes, a capability that could be repurposed for dispersing dangerous substances. Let me get this real quick, man. Like the scriptures say, man, the simple believe every word. The simple will believe everything they fucking hear, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a dumbass. Just like the event of 2019. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a real dumbass to believe what they saying. You gotta be a real dumbass. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 24. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. All right, a great deception is coming, man. All right? And America is full of dumbasses, so you're going to see a lot of people fall for this deception, man. You see? And layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. For there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. I can't tell you how many times I brought out this precept. All right, during the whole pandemic. You see what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many times I brought this out. You see what I'm saying? But the prophets had to warn you of what was coming. That's our job. You see what I'm saying? And they're about to come with the major one. All right? And from what it's seeing, from what it is looking like, all right, it seems like this is going to be multiple incidences, all right, overlapping each other. You see what I'm saying? Multiple instances overlapping each other. What the dude Cotton Schwab from WEF, all right, formerly the head of the WEF, he said that they need to prepare for a polycrisis. All right, a polycrisis, meaning many crises taking place, many taking place. All right. So imagine that shit, man. Imagine imagine that there's chemical warfare. Imagine that there's this faked invasion. Imagine if people just out of nowhere start losing it and start attacking each other, just like in the movie Cell. All right. Just imagine that shit, man. All right. So let me see. It says he warned of ridiculously bad consequences and a potential nightmare scenario if the machines fell into the wrong hands, noting their ability. Yeah, just wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I'm saying? We can't find where these things went. You know what I'm saying? But just so you know, if they get into the wrong hands, you know, not saying too much, but just saying. You get what I'm saying? A potential nightmare scenario if the machines fell into the wrong hands, noting their ability to cover wide swaths of land, up to 30 acres per flight in minutes. All right. This is so stupid. Let's get another article real quick. All right, and this is breaking news from last night. President Trump flees the stage as gunshots were fired at White House Correspondents' Dinner. Chaos erupted at the White House Correspondents Association dinner on Saturday evening when alleged gunshots rang out, prompting Secret Service agents to evacuate President Trump and others from the stage swiftly. All right. And people are saying this was another attempt at Trump's life. You know what I'm saying? And they say that they apprehended the guy. Some places saying that he's deceased. All right, I see an image of what they say was the guy, the suspect, and it's this it's this light skinned Jake. All right, what appears to be a Jake. You know what I'm saying? This is shit is all over the place, man. It's all over the place. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm just gonna end this off. You know what I'm saying? All right. I just want to end this off, man, because when you see how these devils is moving, man, surely there's no more wisdom left in Taman. You know what I'm saying? Because they're getting more and more tacky with their methods. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord power. All right, Yahweh Tazabawath, the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Okay? Because these jokers are getting way too tacky with what they doing, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave you with this video. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna close it out. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Hey, Shalom. Check this out.
How many times are they going to put his life in danger to try to resuscitate or revive his popularity? It seems like every single time he starts dipping in the polls or he becomes stagnant or he's getting exposed for what he did to kids, all of a sudden some wacky gunman just shows up out of nowhere. And this time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, the very first one he's ever attended, very first one in 2 terms, that he said that he broke all the protocol and all the precedent and never went to one. And now he decides to sit down, and guess what happens? Bang, bang outside, and then they all shelter in. It's not working, dude. I don't even want him to go out like that. I want him to, collapse in a pile of his own shit, because he doesn't deserve the dignified martyr title that would be appointed to him.